I'm parked outside St. Joseph's, engine off, radio static hissing low. The hospital's fluorescent glow cuts through the dusk, and I'm gripping my phone, waiting for the doctor to call about Mom. My knuckles are white, not from the cold, but from the weight of everything. Work, Mom's oxygen tank, the dog, the apartment that smells like damp laundry. Then my phone buzzes. It's Liam. "Hey," he says, voice bright like he's at a party. "I got this hand-carved wooden bowl at the fair. Cedar, smells amazing. You'd love it." I blink, staring at the hospital doors where a nurse is wheeling out an old guy in a chair. "That's cool," I say, my voice flat. "How's Montana?" "Wild. Everyone's so alive here. There's this guy teaching me to whittle. I'm terrible, but it's fun." He laughs, and I can hear campfire crackling in the background, people chanting something about the moon. I don't say anything for a second. My head's pounding. Mom's been in and out of the ER for weeks, her lungs betraying her, and I'm the one juggling her meds, her appointments, her panic attacks. Liam knows this. He's known for months. But he's at his third eco-festival this year, finding himself. Digital designer by day, wannabe druid by weekend. Sounds nice, I manage. I'm at the hospital, waiting on Mom's test results. "Oh shit, right." His voice shifts, but it's not heavy, not like mine. "She okay?" "They don't know yet. I'll let you know." I don't want to talk about it. Not with him. Not when he's probably standing in a field barefoot, with some girl in a linen dress braiding his hair. "Cool, keep me posted. I'm heading to a drum circle. Love you." He hangs up before I can respond. I drop the phone into my lap and stare at the dashboard. Love you. It's automatic for him, like locking the door before bed. I don't even know if I said it back. My eyes burn, but I don't cry. Crying's for people with time. My brother, Nate, texts me, "Can you take Mom's night shift? Got a thing." A thing. Probably a bar, or a girl, or both. He's been helping less and less, leaving me to handle the oxygen tanks. The late-night calls from Mom when she's gasping and thinks she's dying. I text back, "Fine." No point arguing. He won't show up anyway. I glance at my phone again. Liam sent a photo, him by a bonfire, grinning, his beard scruffier than when he left. Behind him, people are smeared in mud, dancing like they're in a trance. I zoom in, not sure why. There's a girl next to him, her arm brushing his. She's got dreads and a nose ring. I don't know her, but I know her type. Free-spirited. The kind Liam says he's drawn to when he's high and philosophical. I lock the phone and shove it in my pocket. The hospital doors slide open, and a doctor steps out, scanning the lot. My heart jumps. I grab my bag, brace myself, and step into the cold. Different lives, one marriage. And I'm not sure how much longer I can carry both. I'm standing in Wesley's apartment, the key he gave me still warm in my pocket. He's the neighbor downstairs, the firefighter who's always gone. We've barely talked. Maybe a nod in the hallway, a hey, when he's hauling groceries. But yesterday, he caught me in the laundry room, looking like I hadn't slept in days, and asked if I could let a plumber in to check a leak. "I'm out of town," he said. "You'd be saving my ass." I said yes because it's easier than saying no. The plumber's late, so I'm here alone, in this place that smells like pine and leather. It's not fancy. Scuffed hardwood, a couch with a blanket thrown over it, a coffee table stacked with hiking magazines. But it's alive. There's a guitar leaning against the wall, a pair of muddy boots by the door, a fridge magnet from Yosemite. It's the kind of place that feels like someone's actually living in it, not just surviving. I'm not supposed to snoop, but my eyes wander. On a shelf, there's a photo album, old school, with a cracked leather cover. I hesitate, then pull it down. Inside, it's Wesley's life. Him as a kid with a fishing rod, him in a climbing harness on some cliff, him with a group of firefighters, all grinning, covered in soot. There's a woman in some of the older photos, maybe his mom, with the same sharp jawline. They're laughing in a canoe, her hair tangled from the wind. It's so real, so physical. Nothing like the curated Instagram grids Liam's always chasing. I'm so lost in the album I don't hear the door. Everything okay?" Wesley's voice snaps me back. I fumble the album, nearly dropping it, my face burning. He's standing there, earlier than he said he'd be, in a flannel and jeans, a duffel slung over his shoulder. God, sorry. I stammer, shoving the album back on the shelf. Plumber's not here yet. I was just waiting. He raises an eyebrow, but there's a half smile. Didn't peg you for a photo album thief. I'm not, I swear. I laugh, and it's shaky, but he laughs too, and the air loosens. He drops his bag, glances around. Place didn't burn down, so we're good. We stand there, awkward, until he says, "Wanna grab a coffee? It's late, but I owe you for this. And you know, you're already in my house." It's not flirty, just easy, like he's used to putting people at ease. We end up at a diner 2 blocks away, the kind with sticky tables and a jukebox that doesn't work. Over burnt coffee, we talk about his job, the wildfires he's fought, the time he broke his arm falling off a ridge. I tell him about the auto shop, Mom's hospital stays, how I'm always on edge. He listens, really listens, his eyes steady on mine. "You're carrying a lot," he says, stirring his coffee. "Does anyone ever say thanks for holding it all together?" I freeze, my cup halfway to my mouth. No one's asked me that. Not Liam, not Nate, not even Mom. I shrug, but my throat's tight. It's just what I do. He nods, doesn't push. We walk back to the building, and when we part ways at his door, I feel seen. Not like a wife, a daughter, a manager. Just me. I lie awake that night, staring at the ceiling, Liam's empty side of the bed cold. For the first time in years, I don't feel like I'm drowning. And that scares me more than anything. It's chaos at the shop today. A customer's old Chevy died right in the middle of the tire bay, leaking oil like it's bleeding out. I'm on the phone with a tow company, trying to explain where we are while Nate's yelling at a tech about a misaligned rim. The air smells like rubber and grease, and my head's throbbing from skipping lunch. Then I hear a truck pull up, and there's Wesley, climbing out in his firefighter jacket, looking like he just rolled off a shift. "Hey," he calls, walking over. "Heard you had a mess. Thought I'd swing by. It's too convenient to be random, but I don't question it. I'm just glad to see him. You psychic now?" I say, half smiling, wiping sweat off my forehead with my sleeve. He grins. "Nah, just passing through." He doesn't mention the diner, or the photo album, or the way we left things. Instead, he grabs a wrench and starts helping Nate with the Chevy, like he's done this 100 times. The guy's a firefighter, not a mechanic, but he's steady, focused, and it's a relief to have someone not add to the chaos. By dusk, the car is towed and we're beat. Nate drags out a folding table, and we set up dinner on the shop's gravel lot. Takeout burgers, some sodas, and Mom, who insisted on coming by instead of staying home. She's got her portable oxygen, but her eyes are bright, like she's pretending things are normal. Wesley stays, cracking open a Coke, joking with Nate about some Seahawks game. It feels easy, like he belongs here. Then Mom starts coughing, hard, her face going gray. I freeze, my burger halfway to my mouth. Nate's useless, just staring, but Wesley's already moving. He kneels by her, calm, checking her oxygen tank, talking low and steady. "You're okay, Mrs. C. Just breathe with me." He adjusts the cannula, his hands sure, like he's done this in burning buildings. He flags down a cab, helps her in, makes sure she's stable. "Take her home," he tells the driver, then turns to me. "She's good, just needs rest." I nod, my throat tight. He doesn't wait for a thank you, just heads to his truck, waving over his shoulder. Nate mutters something about ordering more fries, like nothing happened. I pull out my phone and text Wesley, "You saved the night." His reply comes fast, "You saved me." Gave me an excuse to ditch a shitty date. I laugh, but it's shaky. He gets it. Me. This life, the weight I carry without asking. Liam's off at another festival, probably carving spoons or whatever, and I haven't heard from him in days. But Wesley, he's here, showing up, seeing me. It's dangerous, how much that matters. I'm still married. I still love Liam, or at least the version of him I married. But sitting on this gravel lot, the air cooling, I feel a crack in that belief. Like maybe love isn't enough when it's only one-sided. My phone stays quiet, and I don't text Wesley back. Not yet. But I want to, and that's the problem. Liam's back from Montana, dragging in a duffel bag and a cedar bowl that smells like a forest. He's all smiles, talking about new horizons and some yoga retreat he's planning next. I'm on the couch, folding Mom's laundry, nodding like I'm listening. But I'm not. I'm noticing things. A new leather bracelet on his wrist. A faint scent of patchouli that's not his usual. He's different, but not in a way that includes me. I didn't mean to snoop. I was just grabbing his phone to send him a PDF about the shop's new tire machine. His screen's unlocked, and there's a text thread open. Emma, the friend from the festival. I don't read it at first, just stare at her name, my stomach twisting. But then I scroll, and it's not what I expect. It's worse. They're not sexting or planning hookups. They're talking, really talking. About his fears, his dreams, how he feels stuck. About me. She's so strong, but it's like she doesn't need me anymore, he writes. Emma replies, you deserve to be seen, too. I set the phone down, my hands shaking. It's not cheating, not physically, but it's intimate, like he's given her a piece of himself he stopped sharing with me. I think of all the nights I've spent with Mom, or at the shop, or cleaning up after the dog, while he's been off finding himself. I never asked him to stop. I just asked him to show up, and he didn't. He walks into the living room, holding a kombucha. You okay? He asks, like he's reading a script. Yeah, I lie, tucking the laundry basket under my arm. Just tired. He nods, doesn't push. That's the thing with Liam. He's good at skating by. He unpacks, and I spot a woman's tie-dye shirt in his bag. Borrowed it, he says, too quick. I don't believe him, but I don't call it out. I'm too tired for that fight. Later, he's in the shower, and I check his phone again. He's changed his PIN. That's when I know. It's not just Emma. It's a wall he's built, one I can't climb. He comes out, towel around his waist, and starts talking about a new design client. I nod, but I'm somewhere else, thinking about Wesley, how he looked at me in the diner, how he helped Mom without being asked. I haven't told Liam about him. Not about the coffee, or the shop, or the way Wesley's starting to feel like a lifeline. I'm not innocent either. I feel it, the pull toward Wesley, the way I linger on his texts. But I haven't crossed that line. Not yet. Liam's crossed his, though, even if he won't admit it. He's betrayed me, not with his body, but with his heart. And the worst part, I'm starting to wonder if we're both just going through the motions, blaming each other while we fall apart. I put the laundry away, the cedar bowl staring at me from the counter. It's beautiful, but it's not for me. It's for the life Liam wants, one I'm not sure I fit into anymore. The fire alarm's screaming, and I'm halfway down the stairs with Mom's oxygen tank slung over my shoulder. Smoke's curling up from the basement, not thick but sharp, like burnt wiring. Neighbors are shuffling out, some in pajamas, some cursing. I'm trying to keep Mom calm. She's clutching my arm, her breath shallow through the cannula. The street's a mess of flashing lights when the fire trucks roll in, and there's Wesley, jumping off the rig, already barking orders to his crew. He spots me, doesn't hesitate. You good? He calls, jogging over. His face is all business, but his eyes lock on mine for a second longer than they need to. Yeah, just get her out, I say, nodding at Mom. He takes her arm, gentle but firm, and guides her to the curb, setting up her oxygen like it's second nature. I'm shaking, not from the cold but from the adrenaline, the way everything feels like it's teetering on a knife's edge. The fire's small, some idiot's faulty extension cord in the basement, but it takes an hour to clear. Wesley's team wraps up, and most of the neighbors head back inside, grumbling. I'm still on the sidewalk, wrapping a blanket around Mom, when Wesley comes back. Want to check your place, he says. Make sure the wiring's not fried. I nod, too tired to argue. Upstairs, the apartment smells like smoke and dog food. Wesley pokes around the outlets, his flashlight beam cutting through the dim. I sit on the couch, watching him, my hands still jittery. He finishes, drops onto the floor across from me, and hands me a water bottle from his pack. We don't talk for a minute, just sit there, the hum of the city outside filling the silence. You okay? He asks, quieter now. Not the firefighter checking boxes, but the guy from the diner, the one who sees me. I shrug, twisting the cap off the bottle. Been better. He leans back, his boots scuffing the rug. I know you're married. I'm not trying to. I don't know, mess with that. But you're living like you don't deserve a break. Like you're not allowed to want anything. My chest tightens. I look at him, his face half lit by the streetlight through the window. He's close enough that I can see the sweat on his temple, the way his jaw clenches like he's holding something back. His hands resting on the floor, inches from mine. I don't move away. I don't move closer. But I feel it, the pull, like a current I'm too tired to fight. You don't know me, I say, but it's weak, like I'm trying to convince myself. I know enough, he says. His fingers twitch, almost brushing mine. Almost. The air's heavy, not with smoke anymore, but with everything we're not saying. I stand up, too fast, the water bottle slipping to the couch. You should go, I say, crossing my arms. He nods, grabs his pack, and heads for the door. At the threshold, he turns, just for a second. You're more than this, he says. Not a question, just a fact. Then he's gone. I sink back onto the couch, my heart pounding. Liam's face flashes in my mind. His smile, his excuses, that damn tie-dye shirt. I'm still his wife. But Wesley's words are lodged in me, sharp and true, and I don't know how to unhear them. The dog whines from the kitchen, and I realize I forgot to feed her. Another thing I'm failing at. But tonight, it's not the dog keeping me awake, it's the almost, and what I might do if it happens again. I'm wrestling with a trash bag, the alley behind the building reeking of dumpster juice, when I see him. Wesley's coming up the street, still in his fire gear, soaked from head to toe. There's a cut on his cheek, fresh, the blood smeared like he wiped it and gave up. It's late, way past midnight, and the street's quiet except for the hum of a distant car. He stops when he sees me, his breath visible in the cold. Rough night? I ask, tying off the bag, trying to sound normal. My heart's already picking up, like it knows something I don't. He shrugs, his gear creaking. Structure fire. Messy. I don't know why I'm here. His voice is low, raw, like he's been shouting for hours. I've got 20 minutes before I'm back on call. I should say something smart, like go home, get some rest. But he's looking at me, not like the firefighter who saved Mom, or the guy who helped at the shop, but like someone who's run out of places to hide. Come in, I say, nodding toward the building. You're a mess. He follows me up, boots heavy on the stairs. In my apartment, the dog's asleep, and Liam's still gone. Another festival, another journey. I'm in a ratty bathrobe, hair shoved into a bun, but Wesley doesn't seem to notice. He stands in the hallway, dripping on the rug, his eyes scanning the place like he's memorizing it. Bathroom's there, I point. Towels under the sink. He nods, but he doesn't move. The air's thick, not with smoke or rain, but with the weight of him being here, now like this. I lean against the wall, my arms crossed, trying to keep some distance between us. I'm not good at this, he says, his voice rough. Showing up like this. But you're in my head. He steps closer, just enough that I can smell the soot on him, the rain. I'm not asking for anything. I just needed to see you. My pulse is hammering. I should tell him to leave, to stop, but I can't. His hand lifts, slow, and rests on my shoulder, his thumb brushing the edge of my robe. It's not a grab, not a demand, just a touch, warm and steady. You don't owe me, he says. But I'm being honest. I've already given you something. Me. I don't think. I lean in, press my lips to his, quick, hard, like I'm stealing something. It's over in a second, but it's enough to burn. His eyes widen, but he doesn't move, doesn't pull me back. I step away, my voice sharp. You need to go. Don't come back. He nods, like he expected it. Okay, he says, soft, and turns for the door. The cut on his cheek catches the light as he leaves, and then he's gone, the stairwell echoing his steps. I lock the door, slide down against it, my hand shaking. The dog whines from the couch, but I can't move. Liam's face flashes, his laugh, his lies, that text to Emma. I'm still his wife, still tethered to a marriage that's fraying. But Wesley's touch is on my skin, his words in my bones. I kissed him. I pushed him away. And I don't know which choice was the mistake. The clock ticks. Mom's meds are due in an hour, and I'm sitting here unraveling, with no one to tell me how to stop. I'm scrubbing dishes in the sink, the water too hot, when my phone buzzes on the counter. It's Wesley. I'm not mad, but you can't pretend nothing happened. I stare at the screen, the words blurring. My hands are still wet, and I don't reply. I don't know how. The dog's chewing a toy in the corner, and the apartment's too quiet, like it's waiting for me to decide something. Wesley's leaving for a 2-month contract in Idaho, some wildfire training gig. He told me last week, casual, like it was just news. But then he sent this, and it's not casual anymore. I don't expect you to wait, but I remember. That's what he wrote next. I read it again, my stomach nodding. He's not pushing, not demanding. He's just there, honest in a way that makes me feel like a coward for staying silent. I set the phone down and go back to the dishes, but my head's somewhere else. Mom's in the hospital now, prepping for surgery. Nate got fired from his warehouse job, so he's crashing on my couch, leaving beer cans everywhere. The shop's a mess, 2 mechanics quit, and I'm pulling double shifts. It's like I'm wading through mud, every step heavier than the last. And Liam? He's here, physically, but not really. He's talking about a reset, a trip to Costa Rica to reconnect. He says it with this hopeful grin, but his eyes are distant, like he's already checked out. I see Emma's name in his notifications sometimes, even now. He doesn't hide it well. I agreed to the trip, not because I want to go, but because it's easier than fighting, easier than admitting we're running on fumes. I keep thinking about Wesley's message, the way he looked at me in the hallway, the kiss I stole and then threw away. I could text him back. I could say something real, like I'm scared or I feel it too. But I don't. I'm too afraid of what happens if I let myself want something, anything, that isn't this life I've built. The next day, Mom's surgery goes okay, but she's weak, and the hospital's keeping her longer. Nate promises to step up, but I know he won't. I'm at the shop when Wesley's next text comes, heading out tomorrow. Take care of yourself. It's simple, final. I type a reply, you too, but delete it. I don't send anything. I tell myself it's because I'm busy, because Mom needs me, because Liam's trying. But it's not that. It's because being honest with Wesley means being honest with myself, and I'm not ready for that. Weeks pass. The shop stabilizes. Mom comes home, and Liam books the Costa Rica tickets. I nod along, pack my bags, laugh when he makes dumb jokes about jungle bugs. But inside, I'm hollow. Wesley's gone, and I didn't say a word. I chose silence, the safest, weakest choice. And now I'm stuck, not just with Liam, but with a version of me who's too scared to fight for something better. The dog whines, and I realize I forgot her walk. Again. I grab the leash, step into the cold, and try not to think about what I've let slip away. I'm chopping onions for dinner when my phone pings with a message from Sarah, a mutual friend from the building. Heard about Wesley. Married now in Oregon. Seems happy. I pause, knife hovering over the cutting board. The kitchen smells sharp, and my eyes sting, but it's not just the onions. I set the knife down, wipe my hands on a dish towel, and sit at the table, staring at the text. Married. Happy. I smile, small and tight, like I'm supposed to. Then my throat closes up, and I'm crying, quiet so Liam doesn't hear from the living room. It's been a year since Wesley left for Idaho. A year since I ignored his last message, since I chose the path of least resistance with Liam. Mom's better now, off oxygen most days, though she's still fragile. Nate got a new job, moved out, and I'm not drowning at the shop anymore. Life settled, like a puzzle snapped into place. But it's not right. The pieces fit, but the picture's wrong. I open Instagram, search Wesley's name. His profile's public, no drama, just snapshots of a life moving forward. Him on a trail, snow dusting his jacket. Him with a woman, short hair, bright smile, in a firefighter's uniform. Their wedding photo, simple, at a courthouse, her hand on his chest. He's grinning, the cut on his cheek long healed. I scroll, my chest aching. He's not haunted. He's just living. Liam's in the living room, flipping through Netflix. Babe, you want action or rom-com? He calls, like it's any other night. I laugh, loud enough for him to hear, and call back. Rom-com. I pour a glass of wine, join him on the couch, and we watch some movie about missed chances and second tries. I sip my wine, not at the funny parts, but I'm not there. I'm thinking about Costa Rica, how we went, how we tried. The beaches were gorgeous, the food was great, but Liam's eyes were on his phone half the time, and I was pretending not to notice. We came back, kept going. Dinners, errands, sex that feels like a checklist. Habit, not love. I think about Wesley's words in my hallway, his hand on my shoulder, the kiss I pushed away. I could have answered his texts. I could have been honest, risked something, anything. But I didn't. I chose this, Liam, the apartment, the life that's safe but empty. And now Wesley's married, building something real, while I'm here, playing a role I don't believe in anymore. The movie ends, and Liam stretches, oblivious. Good one, he says, kissing my forehead before heading to bed. I stay on the couch, the wineglass cold in my hand. The dog curls up next to me, her warmth the only thing grounding me. I lost something, not just Wesley, but the part of me that could have fought for more. I smile into the dark, but it's hollow. The credits roll, and I'm still here paused, knowing I'm the one who pressed stop.